What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the after show. Real Men Are Raiders. Rundown. You already know what it is. You ready, Rundown? Let's get it, baby. We just
What's
got
the
that dub.
fucking deal, man?
We just got that dub, baby. We just got that dub, baby.
Blowout. Whoop that ass. Salute everybody.
We just got
in the
that
chat.
dub, baby. Salute
What
everybody in
is
the
the
chat.
deal? Look,
We gonna get
finally.
to everybody in the chat right now.
Finally, I was just telling my lady this. This is why I made my fucking channel, bro. Not for the story, not for the headlines, not for none of the bullshit, bro. For dubs. You feel what I'm saying? This is what we made the channel for, and this is where we here.
Hey,
nice win, bro. Beautiful win. Beautiful fucking win.
We gonna get into it. Let's give a minute, let everybody get into here. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Let me get to the chat right now. Sorry, I gotta turn this way.
Salute, man.
Shout out to
Clifford. 30, Cliff. You know what the deal is.
Shout out to Clifford Black Raider right there. Beezy.
What's the deal, man?
Salute, Rundown. Salute. Raiders, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Raiders all day, baby. Let's get this shit. Fuck, man. I'm so fucking excited.
Bro, so I want to ask, all right, what was the most impressive thing about today's win that you would say?
Oh man, I mean, it's kind of hard to put just one thing, but I would have to say the execution on the play calling, I mean, O'Connell was I think he only had like 3 or 4 drop passes, you know what I'm saying? And even those passes even hit where they were supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like it just goes to show what good coaching and preparation, could do for this quarterback and this team right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, and I mean, shit, we gotta talk about that play caller, bro. That motherfucker, that Bo Hardegree.
Yes,
he called a nice game. And like I said in the chat, right? You can kind of tell that he's still trying to get his feet up under him. You know what I mean? Like his first game, no doubt. I feel like, if he does the right things, like we said, make adjustments from game to game and shit. All right, I didn't do this good this game in this situation. Now let me switch it up. If he could do that, we gonna be straight because he had Aiden O'Connell in beautiful positions today, bro.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Facts.
But see, all right, shout out to A31 Raider, man. AOC did look good, but check this out. This is what happens when you have a coach properly game plan for when a rookie is in there. This is what happens when you properly game plan and tailor your game plan to a rookie. You see today, they didn't give him nothing overly outrageous. He didn't do shit overly outrageous at all. You feel me? Look, today, he sat there and he did exactly what we expect a rookie to do, right? Get the ball out your hands quick. What did I say in the keys to victory? Josh Jacobs, over 20 carries. And we know what happens when he gets over 20 carries, damn near 100 yards. It's a dub, right? I told you. 200 to 230 range, Aiden O'Connell. But what was the motherfucking stat? 0 turnovers, bro. And that's beauty. Look what happens when we don't turn the motherfucking ball over. We win games, bro. And we're whooping ass on a team we really should be whooping their ass. That's the most beautiful part. We really should be whooping their ass. And we did that today. And we finally had a game where in the fourth quarter, we can fucking breathe. And we didn't have, I sat there and looked at my lady. I'm like, God, I don't remember this motherfucking feeling at all. Where I got to sit here in the fourth quarter and I'm like, shit, I'm chilling my feet up. You like my motherfucking feet up. Shit is crazy.
Bro, going into the half, 24-0. Like to even score more than 20 points at the half. We haven't even scored that much in the game. To score that at the half, like and you saw me in the chat. My cable went out. I had to run out and get a new cable, and after that, it was gravy. But bro, just the first half alone, was just like I even said it in the chat. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this at all. I expected to see a little bit of difference. Like Bo Hardegree, this is his first time calling plays and everything. Like he already had that chemistry with O'Connell being the quarterback's coach and everything. But I mean, I did not expect this at all. I did not expect this kind of dominance shown off a short week, off of good coaching, players that believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just goes to show you like what the problem was. you know, and
Yeah.
I don't even want to.
Kinda. I mean, for one game, yeah. You hope it's sustainable. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah. And like I even said, this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know, like obviously now there's gonna be film on it and you know, defenses are gonna try to, you know, plan around it and do what they can, but still at the end of the day, like just to see this, you know, like I said, not even expect this kind of dominance, but to see it. Like, I mean, what we have 8-9 sacks today?
That
Like,
bro, everything, and I'm so happy.
man,
Everything I said in my keys, bro, came to
man,
fruition.
and facts.
I'm
Yes.
like, bro, you need to
Jacobs
bring
ate. He
pressure.
was eating.
And Jacobs was gonna eat, and I think I said it in the chat, bro. It's like I don't know if Bo Hardigree came in and said, "Nah, we're gonna run a whole different fucking run blocking scheme, bro," because that's what the fucking looked like today. A lot of movement. Like if you notice, bro, we did a lot of straight up shit when McDaniels was here. Today, a lot of movement going to the side, right, and letting Jacobs pick and choose that hole, cutting up. You feel what I'm saying? They had a lot of movement to the side. I really got to look at the film after this, but today it seemed like the line really got some push going right east to west more than north to south type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that allowed Jacobs to cut vertically. So off rip, I love what the fuck I see. 8 sacks, bro. He brought pressure. You feel what I'm saying? We was up on the receivers. It's like, man, there's not a lot to nitpick. Not a lot.
Yeah, no, facts. Like, it wasn't a blown out, you know, game for Devontae Adams, like all-star game, super high numbers, but it was a dominant win. You know, like it was a dominant win. Like we went out there and just like AP said, all gas, no break.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt this whole game. I didn't feel like they took their foot off the gas at all just because they were up or whatever. Like they still kept putting up points. The defense still kept going out there and fighting hard. You know, like I said, I was not even expecting to see this much of a turnaround so quick. You know,
no cap. It's like, and like he said, look what confidence can do. You know what I mean? It's confidence. Like we like you sitting here, you watching this team actually build confidence in itself to win these type of games. And you brought up the point about Devontae, bro. I mean, me personally, I could care less if he has 1 catch, 2 catch. If we scoring like this and dominating the time of possession, and I really truly think he can care less either. I don't think he gives a fuck either. And like I said, when he said his whole thing, like the reason he's saying what he said is because the offense is sputtering. If the offense is doing this shit, I don't think he's gonna say nothing. I mean, he was excited when Trey Tucker got that motherfucking catch. You saw him on the sidelines. He was like, "That's a catch." Like he's excited for these guys, bro. Like this is
longest play of our season so far,
bro. 30 points. But think about this, right? 30 points. This man wasn't even a factor like that. You feel what I'm saying? Devontae Adams wasn't even a fucking factor, and you scored 30. No defensive points.
Yeah,
this is all offense, scoring 30. Now imagine, and just based off watching it the first watch, you could tell timing shit is a little off right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like with him and O'Connell.
It ain't all
got some shit to work through. But the shit when he got set, bro, you started seeing a little bit of what we saw in that second half of that Chargers game. Now that's 2 straight games where I'm looking like, when this motherfucker's comfortable, bro, he's hard to fucking deal with. He start cutting shit up. That's how I like to see it, bro. I'm excited.
And there was even a few plays he made that were like a little overthrown or might have been too fast or whatever, but it was still the right read, you know. So as long as they keep working on that timing, they keep it up. He's making the right call. It's just not all the way there yet. And to see that we still went 30-6, like just imagine if we would have connected on all, you know, the 3 or 4 passes that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I mean, it's like
he made the right call. He made the right read. You know, it's just like you said. I mean, him being the starter and being in there for this limited amount of time, like it's still impressive to see what he did today,
bro. And like you said, like right now we're looking at just all the time and shit that's going on. Just to add on to what you said, some of the shit it's off fingertips, bro. Some of that shit some of them passes was literally off fingertips. And we sitting here and we like, oh my gosh, bro. Once he gets comfortable, He's gonna hit some of the shit that he was missing today. And Tony, repeat that for the motherfuckers in the back. How many sacks again? So again, when somebody want to tell me this O-line is bottom 5, try again, bro. Like I've been saying, salute to everybody in the chat. And this ain't no I told you so thing. It's one game. It's one motherfucking game. But the some of the issues that people wanted to make issues are not that big of issues. You feel what I'm saying? It just happens when you execute. Shout out. Yep. And it just this is what happens when you execute. And the game plan is understandable for everybody, and the direction is understandable for everybody. So once again, 0 sacks. Tell me something else about the offensive line. It's the quarterback play. Look what happens when your quarterback don't turn the motherfucking ball over, and he's efficient, right? And we move the ball. Oh my God, what a tremendous thing when your quarterback can throw past 15 plus. All of a sudden, your running back get room, don't he? Shit is wild.
No,
but these are the hey, whatever McDaniels was having them doing, right? You could tell, you know, they said all the politically correct shit, but they ain't fuck with him. They did not fuck with him.
I mean, I said it multiple times. You know, it like when Max Crosby put out like, yeah, you know, like McDaniels is a good this, a good that. You know, like he's professional. You know, like take it back to like when. It's crazy that when Mark Davis said the same thing, everybody chewed up Mark Davis. But when Max Crosby said it, everybody kind of like was like, all right, well, maybe, you know, and it's because people like Max Crosby more than they do Mark Davis at the time. You know, like right now, I honestly like I'll say it right now. And I said it, I think in I can't remember whose chat it was before he even made the firing, but I called out Mark Davis and I said, like, he's the one that has to do something because Ziegler ain't doing anything. He's probably not going to do anything, you know? So for Mark Davis to do what he did, make that call, cut that check, like, you know what? Nah, man, it ain't working, you know? And for him to see it and for him to do that earlier than what I thought he was probably going to do it, I got to give him his flowers and his respect right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Mark Davis. Like, I tip my hat to you. You did exactly what you needed to do, and I wasn't even expecting it. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, give him his respect and everything right now. You know, because as it's looking right now, hopefully we could continue to build on this, and who knows? Maybe this might be our new head coach and our new GM, and this might be now.
Yeah, and like you said, bro, now, I mean, we got the first win, right? We got the first win. Now we clearly see that they're playing for him. We clearly see. Yeah. But now what we need to see is consistency. And that's something that this franchise ain't had, whether it be coaching or play. You feel what I'm saying? Like both. So we need to be if he can do this again, right? Have another similar type game against the Jets defense. Oh, we're on the cracking. And now we play Miami. We say, all right, let's fucking ball. Whatever happens at this fucking point. And they don't look all that fucking good either. Yeah. They're beatable. Miami is fucking beatable, bro. They got a cool defense, and their defense kind of scare me, but, you know.
Even if it's a close game and it's competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still
beatable, bro.
Yeah, you still got to, like, look at that as something, you know what I'm saying?
They're fucking beatable. So, at this point, we're seeing this team play for this coach. Now, the number one thing we need to see is consistency. And I'm looking at the chat. I got you because I know you can't really look bad like that. So I'm looking at the chat for you. But the Rook got a sack. Tyree Wilson, another sack. Boom. There it is. Yep. Jimmy Garoppolo was a major issue and big part of Josh McDaniels and Ziegler's downfall. But McDaniels' ego may have also played. Yeah, it was a big part of War Productions. His ego was why he got fired, bro, for real, in his decision making. But he's gone. I don't give a fuck about that. We're not talking about him no more. Keep that beady-eyed motherfucker away from here.
Let's hold everything else we got to say because we got a special guest right here making an appearance from on the other side of the earth right now. You know, a different time zone. Let's give it up to AR, man. Let's bring him on to the stage right now. AR, what's up, man? Thank you for blessing my channel. Thank you, player. What's up?
A dub. What's going on, man?
Goddamn, it's a good day to be a Raider, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm feeling good, boy. I'm feeling hella good.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So,
how did you feel?
what did you feel, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, how you feel?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty down. It was a pretty disappointing performance. I mean, we could have gone the same route we did for the last, I don't know, what, 7 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's a good day to be a Raider. I mean,
yes.
I didn't think it would turn out as emphatic as this, but it was so good to see this team come out and play with so much pride, so much passion. You know what I mean? It almost brought a tear to my friggin' eye watching the game. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like that, to me, that was the Raider way. To take some pride in the jersey, take some pride in being a Raider, and just it was everybody. It was infectious. It was the coaches. It was the players. It was the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be a proud Raider. That is the Raider way. Not that fucking Patriot way that those other numpties who got kicked out the friggin' door, you know what I'm saying? They can take that shit with them. Miss me with that crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Tony said right there, the Raider way. Fuck them Patriots. Shout out
to I know we all.
Do we see any coincidence that the players are happy? They're all dancing, smiling. The coaches all fired up, and we put together a product on the field that we can all be proud of. Within days, not even a whole week of McDaniels being fired.
Yeah,
I see no coincidence.
It's telling, bro. It's telling. And what's crazy, I know we're gonna focus on the offense for sure, but bro, I'm so proud of this goddamn defense, bro. This 8 sacks and what, 2 interceptions, two or 3 interceptions. What we had, bro? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, bro, and only 6 points given up. But see, this is the type of shit you need to do against these type of quarterbacks. Why we didn't have this game plan in other games, I do not know. Maybe it was some other influence, but it's very telling now when you have Antonio Pearson. Now he says, bro, we're going to let the dogs loose. Fuck that. We coming now. And this is what happens, bro, when you dictate the game to other teams, bro. We're good enough to do that.
Right. So what did you guys see from Tyree Wilson today? War Production saying Wilson was my pick from day one before we even drafted him.
He had a nice little sack, bro. He had a sack.
It was half a sack. It wasn't a full
sack. It was half.
Look, it was a good play. You know, everybody did their part. He's getting there. Everybody did their part. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
getting home. That's what it takes.
Making his steady progression, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? He's starting to make that progression to where now he trying to put his power together with some moves now. He's trying to do some things. So
he does demonstrate some power tonight.
Yeah, he getting there.
Vegas partying tonight. Those are facts, Tony. Hell yeah. Facts right there.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to hear from Turf. He was there. You know, he said things were crazy over there.
My only regret, and I said it in the group chat, that this game wasn't played in Oakland. Now, I love the fans in Las Vegas. I love Raider fans everywhere. But can you imagine if this game was played in Oakland with everything that's happened, a fired up crowd in Oakland? That would have been right. Can you imagine? It would have been like 2019 season opener where the whole crowd was chanting FAB. It would have been the same deal with McDaniels. Fuck McDaniels, no doubt about it. And I would have been.
See, I feel like we can still. I don't know. Maybe it's optimistic of me, but I feel like there's a chance to still make it. It's not never going to be like Oakland, but there's a chance to make it something else. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is a chance for everything to start anew. You feel what I'm saying? We can still have that remnants of the Oakland shit, but we can make Vegas something special, but we ain't won yet. So I think even with us doing our channels, everything, bro, we're going to make Vegas into something real special, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He has a torn ACL? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's why I threw it up there right there.
Prayers up, bro.
I don't wish injury on nobody, you know. So, you know, big up to Daniel Jones. Hopefully he can recover.
Yeah, I didn't know he tore his ACL, man. That's fucked up.
Rafa in the chat. Salute Afakasi. Randy. You know, but I mean, getting
chat, man.
Yeah, for real. Salute everybody in chat. Thank you guys for being here, man. Like, I still can't believe it. like AR said, you know, for it not even being a week and for it to be the first time that we put up over 20, not over 20, but 30, and just looked like just dominant, you know, like it, you know, Josh Jacobs was doing what he had to do, you know. AOC kind of, you know, showing the tip of the iceberg what he is like. I mean, it just gives you so much hope for this team if they could keep progressing in this same direction. Like, and one thing that I loved is even after that first touchdown, Antonio Pierce just not a smirk, not a smile, just game face, just like, yep, let's keep going. You know, like he went in there legit and backed up everything he said that he was gonna do, and I tip my hat to him, man. Like this was a great game from our team, and it's a total 180 from what we've been seeing these past few weeks. This whole year, this whole year.
And you know, do you remember, like, I don't know if you saw that video where he was up on stage with like some of the former Raider alumni.
Oh yeah.
And he gave him his word, like that he would give a performance that we could all be proud of. You know what I mean? Like there was no, after I saw that, I was like, there's no way we're losing this game. You know what I mean? And like, it just goes to show what somebody who can motivate, you know what I mean, can be, motivation can be a very powerful force. You know what I'm saying? It could take you places that you couldn't achieve before. And that's just something McDaniels just wasn't able to do. Like he couldn't, I said it before, he couldn't motivate a thirsty horse to drink water in the middle of a freaking desert. He just wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And Pierce, he might not be the X's and O's guy that McDaniels is, but look what he was able to produce within a week of, not even a week, like we said. There's still like been, what, 5 days?
I think the NFL has now shown you don't need to be an X's and O's guys to succeed as a coach now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the modern now. Everybody has been like, you can find somebody like a Dan Campbell or something and then get it going, you know, and something like that. But let me know if y'all felt this way too. And this is why I'm real proud of this fucking win too. Because when they scored that one touchdown, I was like, oh shit. Like a little part of me was like, God damn. Because there was still time on the fucking clock. Yeah. And I was like, all right, bro, like, let's not get too lax here. And I think I texted in the chat because I was like, let's not do it. But then they ended up putting it away. And that's a characteristic this team and organization has not had for a fucking minute. So shout out to that, bro. Salute to that fact, too.
Yeah. And Mr. Raider Nation, you know, he says when Josh Jacobs gets going, it opens up the offense up. Yeah, you know, especially for AOC right now, like he needs to get going. You know what I'm saying? And I even said, like, if we could keep, if AOC could do a little bit of what he's done in each game, but for the whole game, I didn't even expect this. So for him to do what he did and Jacobs to just continue to eat and show who he was last year, like it only took a little bit of change. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was this whole time. You know, just a little bit of change and give him a chance, you know, because 11 touches a game, it ain't going to give him a real chance. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like how you expect to do that, especially when before all this, it was who knew who our quarterback was going to be the following week? You know, who knew if Jimmy was going to stay in? Who knew if it was going to be Hoyer, if McDaniel was going to play favorites and everything, you know? So to have a solid foundation, like, AOC the rest of the way, you know, like, and like he said, I just can't keep going back to Antonio Pierce, him just keeping his word and doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Like all gas, no break. Like this is what we're like, you know, like I love it. And you know, we got another special guest backstage, and you know what I'm saying? That's another blessing for my channel, you know. So let's give it up for Number Raiders. Let's go, man. Thank you for blessing my channel. Thank you for blessing my channel, fam. For real. Thank you for blessing my channel, man.
You know what do we look like, bro? What's the deal? 30? You know? A 30 piece lemon pepper? peas, lemon, pepper.
Just win, baby. I loved it. I loved it. And you know, me and you got the same background.
Yeah, I thought I'd match it up with you one time, Darion. What's cracking?
It's all good. It's all good. But I mean, I love what we saw. I love what I saw in the first half, man. Points off of turnovers. That was a big thing for me. Josh Jacobs in the line was officially blocking. God damn it, Rayo rundown. Now I have nothing negative to say about this goddamn offensive
line. Talk to me, Darian. Talk to me. Come on now.
That O-line, baby.
This offensive line showed the fuck up for the first time all year.
That's right, bro. Talk to me. Hey, so they must have changed the blocking scheme, bro. No way. They must have changed something because they look more comfortable doing that shit than I've ever seen.
Right, and it was good for Josh Jacobs because you know he likes to have that cutback. Have that cutback. So it looked like it was zone blocking to where you looked at him at Alabama, that's where he ran. He ran zone blocking and he had the cutback lanes, which makes him effective. And that was to the player's strength.
Talk that shit.
They played to the player's strengths. Thank God. Now, Devontae Adams didn't have a big game, but damn sure, I know for a fact that Aiden O'Connell spread the ball out. We finally saw Hunter Renfrow almost get a touchdown. We almost saw Hunter Renfrow almost get a touchdown today. We almost saw Michael Mayer almost get a touchdown today. So, like, I love what, you know, the offensive coordinator done, but shout out to Patrick Graham. I got to say that. Patrick Graham, he called a great defensive game. Even though we gave up a touchdown, I don't know who to blame that on. We gave up that 6 points. Cool. I wanted a shutout. We didn't get it. That's fine. But at the end of the day, the Raiders look like the Raiders, what we've been expecting all freaking year.
All year.
Emergency.
Again, is it coincidence? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? No. And you know what would have been the most perfect poetic justice? If Aiden O'Connell connected with Hunter Renfrow on that pass at the end. That would have been the biggest fuck you.
That would have been the biggest fuck you. Agreed.
Some people, and with regards to Graham, look, before the season started, I was one of his biggest critiques, but he's turned me into a believer. You know what I mean? Like, I have every faith and confidence in him moving forward. He's proven me wrong, and I think he is the right guy for the job moving forward. And for people to say that we should have fired him and kept McDaniels, that's crazy.
Man, asinine, bro. Crazy.
Can I reply to War Productions saying we still need an X and O's guy? We need an X and O's guy as an offensive coordinator and keep Antonio Pierce as the head coach. That's what we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to Bo Hardegree. Like, he actually called a pretty good game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so shout out to Bo.
Offensive player strengths. You see how DeAndre Carter got in there, got the wide receiver screen going. You see how you go deep with Trey Tucker with his team. You play to your player strength.
And not an X's and O's guy like McDaniels, who's a fucking square.
Thank you.
Man, bro, look.
That guy.
How many times have we been screaming to use your weapons, bro? I think we saw every weapon today get used. Every single one. We're like, bro, Tucker got
at least an attempt. At least an attempt.
Bro, Hoover caught a pass. You feel what I'm saying? You see motherfuckers catch. Abdullah got involved. We even saw Zamir White.
A crucial first down by Abdullah, too. A crucial first down.
I mean, for us, bro, Pierce getting the job is the best thing because you get to keep guys like Graham. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to keep changing coordinators and shit either.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. I want to be able to keep the same coordinator and add to this, bro. Like, if we add to this fucking defense and this defensive line, Jesus Christ, bro. We're going to be fucking hard.
Yes, man, we had as our offensive coordinator now. He deserved to go, just like McDaniels.
Get his ass out of here, bro.
I don't even know his name. I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, yeah,
you know
Nick Lombardi.
Nick Lombardi.
Yeah,
Nick Lombardi.
McDaniels, yes, man. He can go. He can follow.
You're right, bro. Completely right.
Yep.
Get them all up out of here.
Yeah, no, for reals. And honestly, I hope Mark Davis learned his lesson. You know, like the fact that a lot of Raider Nation wanted Bisaccia to stay after what he did. I personally don't think he could have made it go. You know, made it work for long term. you know, but to have a players coach in there, I think a lot of the players really respect it. Max Crosby even came out and said the fact that he's a players coach, he can relate to him, and they relate to, you know, they relate to each other. I think that means a lot to some of these players, you know, to just to see some of the press conferences, even about even with the players after McDaniels was released, you could kind of feel like a sense of relief, a weight lifted off their shoulders, like a sense of freedom, a breath of fresh air, you know. And I think the whole nation felt it. I think the whole nation felt it. It wasn't just the locker room; it was the whole Raider Nation, you know, because that night that it happened, it was a fucking party, you know.
Oh yeah, it is.
Under
they're literally
watching, but it was a party that night.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually went live at 1 a.m. knowing I had to be up in 2.5 hours for work. So yeah, I kind of like. I made sure I had to get that breaking news out about Josh McDaniels. But you know, just to look at this game and just imagine now if Aiden O'Connell just works on his touch of the football when he throws, because you see the 2 throws that he throw like bullets, and when you just throw, just put a little bit of touch on it for Jacoby Myers. Put a little bit more touch on it for Devontae Adams. That is coachable and that is teachable. Simple as that.
This is what I want. And you saying it right there, because this is the thing I'm saying. This is that shit we seeing with just little reps. You feel what I'm saying? That's minimal reps. Now imagine when he gets more comfortable and shit, and he knows, okay, I know when he's breaking out of here at this point, I gotta boom, put it here, or I gotta take a little bit off of that here. Or even that one to Jacoby Myers, that was a tick off. You feel what I'm saying? That one, it was like a crucial third down. That was a tick. Now, when he get more comfortable, bro, it's over with. When he's dialed in the game, bro, that's 2 straight games we've seen. When he starts getting dialed in, he's hard to fuck with, bro. He starts cutting up.
He looked real comfortable at the end of the game. He looked like the pocket was giving him time and everything. He looked good, you know. Like
he started cutting you up. I like it.
Even though some of the catches, like I said earlier, before you guys got here, AR and MBR, before you guys got here, he was making the right read. It just like, you know, it was just like how Rundown just said, just a tick off, just a hair off, you know. So you can't be mad at it. At least I ain't. He
put too much velocity on it to make it look like a bullet pass. If he takes some air off of it and let Jacoby and Devontae go get it, then there will be catches. But another thing I'm going to say about Aiden O'Connell too, he controlled the offense, made audibles, made adjustments at the line, something that GG could not do under this offense.
Facts.
And I said that I think the last time all of us.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Shit.
Main crucial thing this offense wasn't doing, and this offense used to always do, is a motherfucker at quarterback who can audible to different plays, bro. That's what this offense is predicated on. You need somebody who can do that, bro. And he got us in the different looks. He got us in the run looks sometimes. And Jacobs got like 8 yards off of some shit. I was like, okay, bro. He understands the offense and what he needs to do.
I mean, the criticisms you were talking about with O'Connell today are very minute. I mean, for a rookie in his second start, I mean, if that's all we're going to be criticizing him on, then I think he had without lighting the stat sheet up, you know what I mean? I thought he had a great day managing the offense, and that comes down to coaching as well. I mean, putting him in positions and not putting him in scenarios that are going to make him uncomfortable and get him thinking too much. You know what I mean? Just keep it pretty simple, you know, and let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Get him comfortable, that way he can perform and produce. And I think he had a good game.
Yeah.
Everybody did. There's not really one player I can say, yeah, that guy played poor. Like everyone did their job, and they all get a round of applause.
Yeah. I got a question. I'm saying now, bro.
Where Chris at? Because
I know, huh? But this is what I'm saying.
Wait. Was Chris the one on my live that stated that Meek Robinson was not going to make this roster? Hello, where are you at?
He also said Jimmy Garoppolo wouldn't be leading the league in interceptions by week 10 or 11, I think. So
Chris, we did this.
Where you at, Chris?
Podcast together, and you said Meek would not make the roster.
Call him. Somebody call him out.
Where you at, Chris? Protect the shield. Where you at? Someone tag him.
Hey, but now I'm already looking ahead, bro. Next week, now we're gonna have to they're gonna have to step the shit up next week, because some of the shit that was going on this week is not gonna be allowed next week, bro. Because that defense is real.
Yeah,
the Jets defense is real.
It's going to be much more of a test next week, you know, especially because
I'm glad it's next week too. I'm glad, bro. Ain't no O'Connell starting. He getting these tests. That's a test next week. And if he passed that test next week against that defense, now that's going to tell me some shit. That's going to tell me things I need to know.
Well, the thing about it is with Aiden O'Connell, you just got to get the ball out of his hands quicker than expected. You cannot let them get a pass rush because they pass rush is legit. So you're going to have to spread the football out. You just can't keep throwing the Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers. You got to get everyone involved. You got to do 3-step drops, slants across the middle, or something really quick to get the ball out of his hands. But you're going to have to run the football effectively as well. So that's going to start with the up front before the offensive line. You see, when we run the ball effectively, we could go over the top with Trey Tucker with his speed. So at the end of the day, we got to run the ball effectively and we got to get the ball out of his hands quickly. That's
Trey Tucker tomorrow, right?
Just on that play, you were talking about Trey Tucker. Do you just real quickly? Do you guys think that he tripped at the end? I mean, he caught the ball, granted, and it was a great catch. But do you think he tripped? Like instead of catching the ball in stride, he got excited because he was and he kind of tripped. He did catch the ball, so no complaints. I'm just saying, like,
he kind of tripped.
But that's the shit I was talking about in the chat, bro. Like, I didn't know he had that type of release package. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know he could do shit like that. And I think he started surprising everybody at camp when he started doing shit like that, because it's like, oh, you can get open like this, bro, on the outside, and not just like a slot speed dude. Yeah, bro, we can get busy with him for sure.
Yeah. There's no reason why he can't. If we've got the likes of Devontae at number one, we've got the likes of Jacoby Myers at number two. We've got Hunter Renfrow, who, you know, he showed some things this week. Like if he gets his mojo back, he's one of the better slot receivers in the game. So that surely opens things up for Trey Tucker to be able to take the top off, just run a fly route. If you get open, you're open, whatever. You know what I mean? Like
but funny about that though, bro. It came off the play action.
It did too.
That came off the play action. That's why we ran the ball so effectively with Josh Jacobs. It opened it up for Trey Tucker to get that deep pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it took O'Connell showing what he had in that first half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That long pass and everything. Just like I've said it so many times, and I think we've all said it so many times earlier in the season. Like, if we could just have something that can open up the path or get something more than 15-20 yards down the field pass wise, you know, not yards after catch, but pass wise, you know, I think we were last in the league with yards over or passes over like 20 yards or something like that, you know. So to finally see that it's actually an option, and defenses, you know, now have to look out for it, you know, like it's amazing to see. Like, this is exactly what I expected out of the talent of this team since the beginning of the season, like, for real.
Yeah. This is the type of performance that if we were coached better, we should have put together against a team like the Bears. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? This is how we should have blown them out, and instead it was the other way around. You know what I mean? But you know what? The best thing for me about today is I'm excited to be excited for Raider football again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I was going into every week, like, yeah, you know, I love my Raiders. I'll watch the game, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want, I was trying to look forward to hopefully not having the same old shit week in and week out. Now it's like it's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, like, yeah, we probably won't make the playoffs. We might not win this many games or whatever, but it's just a breath of fresh air. It's something new, it's something different, and it's a new direction we're going to go in, and hopefully it's going to continue to be a successful one. I know in time it will be better in time. Just how quickly, who knows? But it's a new day in Raider Town, right? And it excites me to see where we go.
I just want to make sure we keep that same energy. We got to keep that sense of urgency. We got to honestly, we're 4-5. We got to get back in this playoff race if we want to even think about playoffs at this point.
But see, this is why I push back on what War is saying, because War is talking about, you know, we got and no, this ain't no slouch. But War talking about Arteta's gonna be Vikings and KC. We can't overlook nobody, bro. The Jets is real, bro. Like, the Jets,
you look over nobody. You see what Josh Dobbs just did, and he just got traded.
Can't overlook nobody, bro.
Well, you were looking at the Lions, and we should have been looking at the Bears, and we lost to the Bears.
I just want to touch on
exactly.
But in my defense, when it comes to the Vikings, Josh Dobbs just got traded to them on Tuesday and just won a game on them on Sunday. You see what I'm saying? Like Josh Dobbs looked really good today, even though he was the second string quarterback because their second string really went down today, and he had to come in and play. So hey, no team at this point.
Real quick, I want to address this comment right here by 831 Raider. You know, Bo Hardegree did such a good job. We didn't look predictable at all. What do you guys think? You know, starting with rundown, then we'll go to NBR and AR. AR, hopefully you got time, you know, to tap in on this. We'll go in that order right there. If, you know, if you guys are cool with that.
What order again?
So we'll start with you, rundown, and then we'll go to nothing but Raiders, and then Afakasi after that. Do you think we look predictable at all, or how do you think the offense looked? Like a little in depth on Bo.
We definitely didn't look predictable. I think what we did was definitely keep them off schedule. But I mean, the biggest thing Hardegree did was just play to the strengths. Like we saw too many times where McDaniels, the game plan something would work. I mean, we saw it from last year. Something would work in the first half, and then you go completely away from it in the second half, and then now we're looking like, what the fuck? So now this game, you saw, okay, we got this working. So now let's run this type of run package here, or all right, now we got the run going. Let's play action here and give my man Aiden O'Connell some easy throws, right, to go ahead and get in rhythm. I think I didn't really see a lot of bad throws from Aiden O'Connell. You know what I mean? Not really a lot of bad decisions. Let's put it like that. Where I was like scratching my head. There was a lot of maybe some tick off. You know, he was a tick off of getting the completion here, completion there. But either way, he made very good decisions today. Hardegree put him in very, very good positions. And I mean, you could just see the night and day difference from look at the Chargers game and look to this game. He looked comfortable from the jump. From the jump, O'Connell looked comfortable. And in the Chargers game, we're looking like, oh, okay, he looks fucking unprepared because it's a whole different type of scheme, right? Mm-hmm. You're kind of protecting him more. Hardegree definitely protected him today. And we're talking about all this great shit, 30-plus points, which all offensive driven, right? Not one defensive score, which is what I want to see. You need the offense scoring these points. But we're talking about all this. Devontae wasn't even a factor. He's not even a factor yet. So when he starts getting involved and everything starts getting more comfortable, what is that going to look like? So I'm definitely impressed with Hardegree today.
Yep. Nothing but Raiders. What you got? What you think?
I think we didn't look predictable at all. I think, like I said, when it comes to running Josh Jacobs, I think the offensive coordinator really looked at what is Josh Jacobs' strengths. I think he went to the film and looked at what Josh Jacobs do best and what does he do well. Understand that when you look at the last couple of games when we did run an I formation, we all know Josh Jacobs was not great under I formation. Yes, he can run down north and south. Don't get me wrong, but when you run them zone schemes and when he has them cut back lanes, he's way more effective in that situation. So Aiden O'Connell, offensively, I think he played well, and it didn't look predictable he didn't look predictable at all. He commanded the offense. He had max protections. He called out, the linebackers where they were at. It was not predictable because he knew how to make adjustments at the line. That's what our difference between the last couple of games that we lost compared to the game that we played today. We have not seen Jimmy Garoppolo take full command of the offense, tell receivers where to be, tell running backs how to max protect, tell which way offensive lines can slide left or right, or have it where you can extend. So at the end of the day, it wasn't predictable at all, and we just played good complementary football at the end of the day. Simple as that.
Yeah, to touch on that before you speak, AR. I really saw more audibles and a little bit of pre-snap movement this game more than I've seen any other. Like I heard O'Connell calling out the mics and like saying this, and the O-line talking to each other, and I really felt like there was more communication this game than I've seen all season. So
great ass point. Yep.
Let me hear what you think about 831 Raiders comment right now.
So just to touch up on what you were saying, like about you saw more audibles and all that, and more line checks. I mean, once again, do you see it as a coincidence that it seems to happen when that McDaniels is not in the door anymore? It's not a my way or the highway kind of deal where you just run the play that I go for. Like players are too scared to make their own adjustments because of McDaniel's coaching style. I don't see it a coincidence in anything that's been going on. Like seeing the fire, passion, and energy. I agree with everything you said, Rundown, and everything you said, Darian. For me, it's just what I want moving forward is I hope to see the same pride, passion, and energy and sustain it for longer than just one game. I want to see it moving forward. And that falls on AP, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully he can keep this same energy and fire and motivate the players to execute better than what they had been for the last 7 weeks. It worked wonders this game, and I want to see more of that moving forward. So, yeah, it's a great day to be a Raider. And on that note, I'm gonna take my leave because I got to carry on with my day.
AR. Thank you for blessing my channel.
Thanks for having me on,
really
Rundown.
Appreciate it.
And,
of course, man. You already know.
And Darren, always a pleasure to see you, my brother.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. It's all love over here, brother. It's all love.
It's not much more I can say. You know,
Yeah, appreciate you, AR.
It's a brand new day for
Yes, sir.
Raiders.
Yeah.
And one last thing. Fuck McDaniels. Fuck the Patriot way. Take that shit all the way back to New England where it belongs. And don't come back. Bitches. Peace, guys.
Talk it.
Okay,
Talk it.
Bye.
have a good one, man.
Man, listen.
All right, fellas.
Hey, man, we wrapping it. I'm excited to see all this locker room chatter, bro, and locker room talk. Like,
Yeah, I want to go and see, you know, the
look at Devontae. He
just
said
like
some-
always, you know, the
Can I
the
just
locker
say
room.
something real quick? Because I know that we Raiders fans, but at the end of the day, prayers up for Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fact.
Prayer up for Daniel Jones because it was a non-contact injury. I think he already probably tore it before that actual play before he buckled it. But I mean, I don't wish injury on nobody. So
Facts.
prayers up to Daniel Jones, man, because that it's a fear that he might torn his ACL. So
yeah.
No, prayers up for real.
prayers
So
up.
we
for him.
said it at the beginning of the chat. You know, we don't wish injury on nobody. You know, hopefully, if that's what it is, you know, big ups to him, and hopefully he recovers quick. You know, I as a person, and from what I've seen from all of us, you know, like we don't wish, you know, harm or injury on nobody. You know, it's a game at the end of the day, and you know, people, you know, there's still people at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think we all feel the same way. And big ups to Daniel Jones. Hopefully, he can recover quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Darren Waller, how about them apples, motherfucker?
Hey, bro, and this is big ups to Devontae, and this is exactly what we're talking about. This is what I want to see. He says, this isn't about me. It's about the team. Now let's turn 30 into 40 or 40 into 50. See, and that's all he wants.
Talk your shit.
That's all he
Dominant
wants.
wins. Yep.
We got to spread that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now we part of the content game. We can critique all we want, but at the same time, when they do good shit, we got to say that too, bro. And this is all he wanted. You feel what I'm saying? All he wanted was for the team to look good. He can care less about the stats.
Right.
And eventually he's going to get involved, bro. He's the best receiver in the game. He's going to get involved. But this is all he wanted. So big ups to Devontae, bro. This is the type of leadership we talking about. This is good shit right here.
So closing it out, you know, let's get pretty much everyone's final thoughts on the game, and what we're hoping to see, you know, when we go to like play the Jets, you know, next week. You know what I'm saying? So start with you, Rundown. MBR will get you after.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let's final thoughts on the game and what we got going next game. Rundown.
Final thoughts, the rundown of it. Definitely better execution this game. This game, you saw everybody just looked like they understood their assignment. They looked like they knew what they were doing and executed it at a very high level. Now, the next thing I'm looking for towards the Jets game is, one, can we maintain this type of energy, like my man AR was saying before he got off, like everybody was saying, can we maintain this type of consistency? And two, right, are we going to make the proper and necessary adjustments? I know Patrick Graham is going to come with some adjustments, but now on the offensive side of the ball, what are we going to do there? Now, this is the test for both Aiden O'Connell and Bo Hardegree. You know what I mean? Also, test for Antonio Pierce. Can he keep the effort level high for a number of weeks? We already saw this week they played for him. Now, next week, it's going to be a big test, but I expect the energy level to be high because it's Sunday Night Football. So they done fucked up putting us on Sunday Night Football because we already up here. It's just going to raise the intensity. So I expect just another bar raised on Sunday. And just like Devontae saying, we had 30, but we squeaked the 30. We can fuck around and get 40 easy if we keep executing and doing what the fuck we can do. So I'm very, very excited and encouraged by what I saw tonight.
There we go. Facts. Talking that shit rundown like always, man. I love it. Number Raiders, what you got, man? Tell me what you think about the game. Wrap it up and what you expecting from next week.
The game was a very positive game. There's not too many negative things that you could really say about this game against the New York Giants. People thought that the Giants defense was going to come in here and dominate because they are so good of a defense. But no, our offense showed that we could put points on the board. And it showed that we had to make a change just to put them points on the board at the end of the day. We ran the ball effectively. We ran down their throats. My only concern is, can we score touchdowns in the second half? We playing the Jets, we playing the Dolphins, we playing the Chiefs. At the end of the day, we cannot allow field goals in the second half. We just can't. So we're going to have to score touchdowns in the second half and keep the foot on the neck and don't be conservative in the second half. That's the only critique I have of this game. But going into next week's game against the Jets, it's up front. It's all about up front. If the up front can keep Aiden O'Connell clean from that front seven, we will be good. Sauce Gardner is one of the best corners in the game. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best corners in the game. But at the end of the day, it all starts with our offensive line. It starts with our defensive line. If we get penetration in both, we win this game. Simple as that. So, at the end of the day, just do your damn job.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And to touch on that, real facts, I really hope we go into there and into this next game with the same energy and everything that we went into with this game. It's a new week. No reason to celebrate too long or anything like that. It's still a long season, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of message Antonio Pierce is trying to get by to everybody. Both of you guys made great points. I want to thank both of you guys for being on my channel again. You guys are like well-known, well-respected Raiders content creators. I respect both of you guys and thank you again once again for blessing my channel. If you guys don't follow these guys, go and follow them. I don't have a moderator or anything, so I can't put you guys' things in the chat, but it's nothing but Raiders podcast. It's the Raider rundown.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what it is. This is Real Man Our Raiders, CT Dinero. Just win, baby. We just got that dub, and we're gonna be back again next week, right after the game for another recap. You guys can bet your ass on it with that real talk, real man, Raiders football. You already know what it is, and we out, you guys. I hope you guys had a good one. You guys have a good night. Stay blessed, everybody, and we out, y'all.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.